So welcome back to another backcountry hiking adventure in the foothills of central Alberta, the Rocky Mountains of Canada. Looking forward to a good hike. We're going to be out here for a couple of days. So we brought our tent and our tarp along. A little bit of snow on the ground, which allows us to bring our sled, which is just perfect for a little bit extra cold weather gear that we're going to need here. Temperature's not too cold. It's nice and sunny today. Expected to drop just below freezing overnight. So we'll make a fire. We brought our shepherd stove along. We've got a video up on the website with a test fire of that. So we're going to give it a true test here in the Rocky Mountains overnight. Okay, so I've been hiking this last hour in the dark. It's about 6:30, and honestly I'm exhausted. There's way more uphill than I remember, but last time I was here I wasn't carrying or dragging a sled along. So note to self for next time, pack less. Anyway, so we made it to where I wanted to camp for the night here. Could have stopped along the way a couple of times, but I thought, no, we'll just carry on. I know the trail well, and even though it's dark, I got a headlamp, and I have a pretty good idea where I'm going. So, and conditions were good. It's still maybe a couple of degrees below zero. As you can see, there's a little bit of snow falling, but it's not too windy. So all in all, just another day in the prairies, basically. And the fact that we're about 9 kilometers deep into the bush. So I got it all tarped up, and I think we're good to go. I'm gonna head inside. I gathered a little bit of firewood. I'm just gonna do a little bit of chopping, see if we can get a fire going, and then have some dinner. It's been a long day. It's about 8:30. Feels later than it is, but I think it's just because we had a pretty good workout this afternoon. So shelter's good to go. We're going to go inside and put a ground sheet down, and I got some foam pads for insulation, and we'll get ready to have a little bit of dinner and then retire for the evening. Well, here we are. It's morning, and we've survived the first night in the tarp shelter. All in all, it was a good night. Kept the stove going. Had to feed it about every hour or so, but never actually went out, so worked out pretty well. Just gonna have a little bit of breakfast here, a little bit of mishmash, tortilla shells, maybe a little bit of hot water with some rice and a cheese stick, and we'll get a little bit of food in us, and then we'll carry on with our hike today. Gonna leave the tarp shelter set up here, and we're gonna come back tonight, so it'll be a little lighter day. Won't have to carry quite so much, but we'll still take a little bit of gear along in case conditions change or for some reason we get stuck. We're just about ready to head out on the trail again, but I thought I'd give you a quick look at what our camp looks like in the daylight. And I'm going to leave everything set up here, leave the sled behind, take the backpack with pretty much most of the food in it. Don't want to leave anything behind here at camp. Left a little bit of gear. I'm sure it'll be just fine here. Doesn't look like anybody's been here in quite a while. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I like this spot. It's kind of protected, and there's a little bit of a creek right beside. I've camped here a couple times before, and I knew that once we got here there'd be a good spot for us to build the shelter, so that's why we pushed on even though it was dark last night. All right, we're gonna load up and hit the trail and see where we end up today. Well, we made it. The last few kilometers have been uphill all the way, and it's been pretty grueling. But I think you'll see it's been worth the climb. This ridge that I'm standing on right here is called Rye Ridge. And the peaks and mountains in the background there, that is the border between British Columbia and Alberta, also known as the Continental Divide. And from this point, you've got a full 270 degrees, all the way from the northwest, basically to the southeast. And I know this camera isn't really doing it justice, but you get the idea. If you get a chance, this is definitely worth the hike. Well, we made it back to camp. It was an excellent day today. The weather was perfect. Had a little bit of dinner and just going to have a cup of hot chocolate and then get ready to roll out the sleeping bag. So all that's left is to hike out of here tomorrow morning. We're going to pack up camp, and all in all, it's been an excellent couple of days. We'll see what tomorrow brings, and we'll go from there. Well, just a quick view of the mountains we're leaving behind, and I thought I'd give you just a pan of the trail ahead of us. This is where we came in the last hour in the dark on the first night we arrived here. So pretty hard to go wrong following a straight trail like that. Snow conditions were perfect for the sled. So it's been an awesome couple of days, and sad to say it's time to go home. Well, this looks like as good a spot as any to say thanks for watching the video. It's been an excellent couple of days. Glad you came along. For more of these videos, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And of course, your comments are always welcome. Until next time, happy trails and take it easy.